disaster. Hi. So let's turn it so you guys can see. Ooh, look at the bottom, Ace of Pentacles. I know that's right. I cannot get into it. I don't even want to shuffle yet. I'm going to give it a second before I shuffle. Look at that on the bottom. Wish fulfillment. That looks nice. I'm going to wait 5 minutes. Not even. Just a couple minutes. I'm going to shuffle this one right quick while I'm waiting. I get you. Thank you so much for the likes so far. Don't forget to like the live and share it and follow me if this is your first time here. Personal readings are available. If you're interested, just go to my TikTok page and you should see there how you can get that. Okay, I think I'm going to keep going now. Thank you so much for the likes. I think it's Candace, right? All right, let's keep going. So I got Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. First card was Wish Fulfillment. So that's exciting to me. What else, babe? Let me get 4 more cards. 3 more cards, please. We got the Queen of Swords. Interesting. So, very clear boundaries, unbiased judgment, very clear-minded, clear perspective, direct communication. Could come off a bit cold. She's not in the reverse. This could be you or somebody in your energy. Okay. Yeah, look, another sword. Ace of Swords. This is Capricorn did come out as one of the signs when I rolled the dice. This is a collective reading, but the signs that are highly resonating when I asked was Capricorn, Cancer, and Libra. And the aspects in the birth chart was Jupiter, which resonates with abundance, North Node, and Neptune. So North Node would be, where your highest timeline would be. And Neptune would be representative of water, spirituality, maybe things unseen, things like that. Mystery, mystic. I didn't roll the dice, though. Let me see. What are the numbers? Oh, we have 6. You're a Capricorn? Okay. Well, welcome. I don't want this to be too loud, so I don't want to get in trouble. We have 6, so 6th house could be significant. 6 is also balance. 11, 11th house. 2 breaks down to 2. 11th house or 2, and 11 is usually confirmation. You could also see that as balance too. Also the number 2. So there's something about balance here. There's also 11 twice on the dice that's already sitting here, which is crazy. And I see 10 twice too. So there's either a new cycle that's beginning, you're beginning. And when I woke up from my meditation, it was exactly 10:10. So I've been seeing this number a lot. And now we have another 10, which was also another 11. Let's get the last number, 12. So that breaks down to 3. And that's mind, body, spirit. I do a lot of things in 3. You could also see that it's balance in a way, since it breaks down from 6. But that's balance within yourself. So mind, body, and spirit. Those things coming together. So those are the dice. I hope everybody can hear me. I feel like I'm talking really low. I'm good, thank you. Hi, Libra. Your sign did come out too, so I'm pulling out all the Libras and the Capricorns. Any Cancers? Libra, Capricorn, Cancer. Okay, let me get one more. So we have wish fulfillment. You don't see the cards. Wish fulfillment, Queen of Swords, and Ace of Swords. Let me get one more card, Spirit. Whoa, I got 2. They're sideways. Oof. Heartbreak and 3 of Cups. I'm going to take them sideways, though. Let me see. Yeah. Negative self-talk, releasing pain, forgiveness, optimism, recovery, moving on. So somebody could be moving on from heavy partying, isolation, being alone, maybe third-party activity, gossip, and stuff like that. Because both of these came out on the fence. Kind of sideways this way. They were turning upside down. So it's either your, it could be coming out of, in the reverse. I've never seen this. You could be going into isolation. So you're not really hanging out and partying and stuff like that. You're kind of isolated. Hi, Leo. Welcome. You're kind of isolated and, or you're moving away from a third-party situation and you're trying to find forgiveness or releasing heartbreak and stuff like that. Okay, that's cool. There's the Queen of Wands on the bottom. Tell me more about this wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment here. I don't know what's up with my radio today. Oh, got the 9 of Pentacles. That's so funny that we have 9 twice. We had 10 twice. This is interesting. So 9 of Cups is being clarified by 9 of Pentacles. These cards feel so much newer and they're not even that new. I wore these cards out. Like, look at this. They can't even... Anyway. It's crazy. Like, they feel so fragile because I use them so much. And it's just something to me because they're like the cheapest deck I have and that's the one I love the most. But anyway. Wish fulfillment. 9 of Pentacles. So maybe somebody's wish fulfillment was to be single, sexy, and successful. You know, self-sufficient, financial independence, like all on their own. You're getting this wish. You're getting wish fulfillment. Nice. Okay. You could be abandoning some things, walking away from things that no longer serve you. Like maybe this third-party stuff and heartbreak, things that were hurting your heart. That could mean why you're in the Queen of Swords energy, you know what I'm saying? You're just down to business right now. I'm not giving any free questions. If you wanted to get a reading on the live, you can. You can go to my page for that. So, yeah. Tell me about this Queen of Swords. Ooh, Ace of Wands. So you already got the Ace of Swords. Now you have the Ace of Wands. So although you're sitting in the Queen of Swords energy, you have a passionate new beginning here. Maybe a new project, something you're working on. Something that you can actually get creative about. You know, this is the last quarter of the year. The holidays are coming around. People who are creators, They sell things, they have businesses. This is in the forefront of your mind. I know I'm thinking about it. You know, if you are, you know, that category of people, you're thinking about what you could sell right now. What, if you create things, some people make Christmas gifts, sweaters, they are crafters, they grow things, this is harvest time, you know what I'm saying? So this is the time that people look, there's Christmas stuff already out on the shelves. It's not even Halloween yet. So this isn't the mind frame and the energy right now. So it doesn't necessarily have to be, it could be a union, it could be a person, but it could be just a passionate project, creativity, you know? But there's new opportunities for growth here, a new potential beginning, a desire. What's the Ace of Swords? I flipped in reverse. I have the Knight of Swords. Let's reverse it upright. Yeah, I mean, it keeps coming out. It does not go upright whatsoever. So I'm going to take it in reverse. You have maybe some clarity on some recklessness. Okay, that makes sense. Because the Ace of Swords is being clarified by the Knight of Swords. So I'm like, okay, what are you clarifying? Because the Ace of Swords brings a breakthrough. So there's a breakthrough of you maybe being burnt out, unfocused, impulsive, no direction. Look at the Knight of Wands on the bottom. Yeah, like maybe before you have more regard of consequence and before you didn't. So maybe there was some sort of recklessness in your energy that made you take certain decisions that could have, you know, impacted you in ways that weren't worth, I guess, the risk. I guess, you know, because it turns reckless when the risk is negative. If the risk is good, I mean, I guess it's still reckless. But you don't really complain about it when it turned out good. But it's still reckless. I guess you could be risky and not reckless. But you're getting clarity and a breakthrough out of these types of attributes of this Knight of Swords in reverse. I wasn't expecting that. There's some sort of burnout you could have experienced lately. So I was getting to that a lot of people in the collective are getting their energy returned to them. So if you've been feeling, you know, sometimes you be having a lot to do and you can't really get, it's like so much, you don't do any of it. You're overwhelmed just by the thought of all the things that you have to accomplish. That's a form of burnout. If you're typically very, 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 you know, structured with your day and you never really take a break to just let the day flow as it goes, you could burn yourself out with regimens, all types of stuff. There's all types of burnout. So maybe you're getting clarity on that. Or maybe this recklessness has something to do with this going out, partying, drinking, being reckless with friends and stuff like that. So tell me more about this Three of Cups, Three of Swords in reverse. That's funny. There's two threes and 2 9s. And we had a 6. Whoa. Oh, yeah, there's a rebirth here. Somebody has gone through some sort of rebirth. You have hope now. So you may have had your heart broken due to some of this action over here. But there's a rebirth here. There's star. Could be, I've heard before, like star seed, earth angel type of vibes. Or you could be an Aquarius. You don't have to be. But There's like a renewal. Somebody's found purpose. Spirituality, yeah. Good fortune, too. Rejuvenation. That's probably what happened. That's what the breakthrough is about. This seems good. But it doesn't, you're single. You're in the Nine of Pentacles. And not only that, I don't see another energy other than the Three of Cups here, but that's in reverse. So you're kind of like isolating yourself, or you've really become a bit secluded. But you had some, I'm surprised I don't see the Hermit. There's communication though, or energy coming in fast for you. Tell me about this. Tell me more about this Nine of Pentacles here. Self-sufficiency and this wish fulfillment. You wished for this though. Seven of Cups. So I don't like that. What's the Seven of Cups? That's like a little bit of illusions, options that are not really options. Empress. Somebody could be a mother or a divine feminine. Abundance. But what's the Seven of Cups? I keep getting the Justice and the Fool card. Oh, you get a new beginning for maybe a lot of illusions in the past. Opportunities, yeah, illusions, choices, searching for purpose, daydreaming, opportunities, wishful thinking. I think it's more so illusions for me. Tell me more about the Seven of Cups. Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's the devil, isn't it? Yes. And it flipped in reverse. That's what I'm talking about. Releasing limited belief. It came out in reverse. Exploring dark thoughts. Detachment. Freedom from restoring control. Freedom, restoring control. Lack of will. So whatever stronghold you had that had you under some sort of illusion in the past, that is what you're getting justice for. Because the devil's in the reverse. So you're detached from these illusions that may have been obviously a blockage. Tell me more about this Five of Cups. So maybe you had to let go of things that made you sad or somebody else is sad. What's this Leap of Faith and Justice? This is interesting. Negative thoughts. Oh, like an entrapment. It's like you felt trapped. King of Wands. King of Wands could try to trap you. Yeah, a past person. Someone from the past. Trapped by someone from the past. Tell me more about this Justice. Someone from the past try to tie you up and trap you. So you're free from this now. Wow. And I guess this is bringing in, the Nine of Pentacles. That was what your wish fulfillment, to be free. Well, looks like you are. Whoa, Hierophant. What's this? Strength. Somebody's strong, could have gotten spiritual guidance or gives spiritual guidance. This is like, yeah. Religion, society. This also gives me some sort of like secret society shit too, though. Tradition, wisdom, trust. Hierophant, but tell me, Magician. Let me see. Let me get one on the Hierophant. This person is strong, Hierophant. Magician, it came out. Oh my God, victory. This person is a Hierophant. Whoever we're talking about here could be the Queen of Swords. The King of Wands came out. That's so funny. The Magician came out. That's crazy. This person is strong. The powerful Magician. A Hierophant. I'm just trying to figure out if this is positive or negative. But it's a victory here. Tell me about this Hierophant. What's this Hierophant? Acceptance. Moving on. Finding peace. Oh, is this upright or in reverse? Well, it keeps coming out sideways. We got the Five of Cups. Regret, failure, disappointment. What's the Hierophant and the Five of Cups? Oh, the Page of Swords. I don't know. This gives me somebody, so this gives me like a cultish vibes, but it didn't come out in reverse. You had to be strong, or it was either a strong presence in your life. This society. Because then magic is here also. It was either you or them, I don't know. It's either you, but this is giving me society. But you could be some sort of spiritual leader. This person that was, which is collective, which is y'all. I'm talking about y'all. See, you're this Hierophant. This is where, see, Four of Pentacles. This is where it gets tricky for me. Because there's the Five of Cups and the Page of Swords. So that means somebody's sad and they're spying. So that wouldn't be you. So this gives me this Hierophant. Because I asked about the justice. You're getting justice from some sort of society. Because you had strength, some sort of magic. Either you, it's either you or this opposing energy is, or y'all both. Gotta get down. I'm not sure, but somebody's sad. Like they are in regret. Like they're in failure. Like disappointed. Loss, grief. They're in the Five of Cups. Why would you, if you're the Hierophant, why would you be in the Five of Cups? You understand what I'm saying? I don't think so. Because we have the Queen of Swords. The High Priestess didn't come out. The Hierophant came out. That's the energy outside of you that's coming out in Hierophant status, but it didn't come out in reverse. Or maybe it's a whole society. I don't know. A Hierophant typically represents a male, like a male, a high level ranking male, or it's not really, or it is. And then it also gives like, oh, think of Pope, you know, like he's very high level spiritual person and a leader, right? Leader. But then it also gives like society, because you see how there's two other men at the bottom that he's speaking to and leading and talking to. So the opposite of this, or the counter to this, would be the High Priestess. But she doesn't have like an order or system beneath her. It's just her. What is beneath her is water. Now look at the hearts. It's just the High Priestess in her picture. She's not ruling over anybody or anything. She has the same thing that he has. She can see behind the columns the same way, but there are no people beneath her looking up at her. And the water that flows from the High Priestess, no, that's the Empress, my bad. No, it's from the High Priestess. The water that flows from the High Priestess in the deck is the water that flows throughout the entire deck. There's no water here. So with that being said, I don't know if maybe you had a Hierophant energy. Maybe the King of Wands did come out. Maybe he is the Hierophant. Or maybe it was a whole society. Whatever it is, they're sad and watching because you are no longer in bondage. You see, this is somebody you know too, because it's somebody familiar. It could even be family. With the Eight of Swords, that's to trap someone. or to make someone feel trapped. Yeah, it's the water flowing from the High Priestess, because there's no water on the Empress. It's next to her, but it's not by her feet. If I show you the water on the... I need to follow that guy. Again, I haven't seen his posts. I learned a lot from him. See? Look. The water between her dress, like you can't even distinguish the water that is coming from her dress. I learned this from a guy on Instagram. Like, I don't know, like just information will just come to me, and when it resonates with me a certain way, that's how I know. Like sometimes you could just recognize the truth. You could feel it in your stomach. Like when something just makes sense, you're like, man, that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it, but it just makes sense to me. Like you hold on to it and you just don't let it go, because it's like, I don't know, I can't explain it, but I feel like this is the truth. I don't know how to explain it. I forget his name. It starts with a G. If I remembered, I would share it with you. But a white guy, real cool guy, tarot reader. Very masculine tarot reader, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with anything else, but I don't really see that a lot often. Very masculine tarot reader, white guy. A little bit of a country accent. He's really cool. If you know of him, like his logo and his image, he's on YouTube too. He's I'm gonna be out of here soon. I'm gonna go to YouTube. It's blue. It starts with a G. I don't know. It'll come to me. Let's just finish this up and I'm gonna head over to YouTube. So make sure you follow me there. More about this Ace of Wands. I need to move on with the day. Look, 11:11. What's the Ace of Wands? Yeah, somebody's really passionate now for this new beginning. That's good. I like that. Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands. So you're very clear-minded, but yet you still have a lot of passion for whatever new project or new beginning that's coming. What about this Ace of Swords with the Knight of Swords here? Sideways. But it's the Eight of Pentacles. So you're working. You're in the process of working. So maybe whatever stagnancy was there before, because it was sideways, it's moving out, and you're diligently working on a skill, repetitive task. You're mastering something now that you have clarity. Seems like you could be very focused. Tell me about this star and ooh, Temperance. That jumped out. So balance. Things could have been, remember I mentioned balance. I did. So this situation with the Three of Cups and the Three of Swords, whatever third party interference or betrayal was going on, or heartbreak, you're releasing it and forgiving, and you're finding balance. And you have the Star card here with new energy. That's really good. What's on the bottom? Look, 10 of Cups. Emotional fulfillment. That's happiness. That's awesome. Give me one on this Hierophant here. Where are we going with this Hierophant? Yeah, that was conflict. So that's confirmation. Conflict, competition, strife, tension. Yeah, a little conflict on the bottom again. Five of Swords, Five of Wands, Five of Swords. This Hierophant came out in the upright, but I just felt the energy off of it. They were either competing or had conflict with you. But that's over now. Because somebody's in loss and sorrow in the Five of Cups. But they're spying. Or they're trying to come up with a new idea or something like that. What's this Page of Swords? What's this Page of Swords about? Ooh. They're watching this everything endings. Wow, they're watching endings. This is crazy. Good morning. They're watching beginnings as well. Change, transformation, a metamorphosis, and an end of a cycle. They're watching your new beginning and their ending. This couldn't be any more poetic. If you've been watching, I am amazed. I have been talking about this for a while. This is over now. This is crazy. The energy really shifted. Because I was thinking for a while, like, is this just what it's going to be, like, all the time? Like, what is this even? Do people just pick up on frequencies just like news, just to report stuff? Is there ever an ending to anything? Do these stories just go on and on and on forever? Well, I don't know. This was just over the past couple years that I've been doing this. I've noticed. So maybe I'm witnessing my very first end of a karmic cycle, somebody's karmic cycle. It's really ending. And this one had interesting shit in it, let me tell you. You had a whole secret society on your ass trying to trap you. The devil. You beat it. Good for you. This is a collective, yeah. I know, right? Them timelines be crazy. But I'm happy for whoever is resonating with this. Because it looks like, man. So, we got teamwork. I don't know. I don't even want to pull anything else. Let's see. Parents. Spell work. I've never even seen that before. You're welcome. I don't even know. It's like I want to look into see what this new beginning is about. But it's like I don't even want to say anything out of like protection, you know? But let's see. Tell me more about this Hierophant energy with this Five of Wands. What is the Hierophant? I saw parents and I saw spell work. Impersonation and coercion. So some of y'all situations could be dealing with this. Truthsayer. No weapon shall prosper. Forgiveness is divine. So somebody impersonated you, did fraud, and they paid. They like bribed someone, coerced someone, bribed someone to impersonate you. either spiritually or in the real life, because you know people copy your energy too. Scarcity, they're in lack. Maybe that's what they're watching. The endings, their endings have to do with lack, since I guess they were trying to steal from you. Oh, ugly and beauty spells. That's part of the spell work, I guess, that was done. Tell me more about this group here. Well, they were digging up dirt on you, I guess. Collective. Alluring. You're someone that could be alluring, attractive. Or somebody alluring was a part of this. What is this? A Libra. Libra, or somebody has Libra in their chart. LGBTQ plus. Somebody is gay or one of the other letters. You could be healing and recovering from this. So this could have happened in the past, because you're already moving on. You have clarity and everything. The Three of Swords, Three of Cups in reverse. You have balance. You're balanced. This is nice for you. It don't seem like you came through a little storm here, buddy. This is all in the past, but this is what happened. This is what you're getting justice for, because I'm clarifying the Hierophant. And this is, and the justice is already down there. Tell me more about the Hierophant. And I'm going to get to this beginning. What's the Hierophant? Somebody was insecure and pretentious, very superficial, bragged a lot. So this was all about somebody's insecurities. They were very superficial. Really had no depth. Only what was on the outside was all they had. And if they didn't have that, and it was all hell to pay, because then who am I? That's dangerous. Somebody was, you were optimistic, collective, this whole time. Okay, well, somebody's a Libra. Somebody stayed optimistic this whole time. Somebody got the justice. Peace. From whatever contract it was, you could have been, like I said, a karmic. This could have been a karmic contract that you were in. And now you have peace, calm, harmony. There was some sort of contract or agreement, or you're being released from a contract or something like that. Oh, there's siblings, sister, brother on the bottom. So this was some sort of karmic contract, or somebody was contracted to just mess with your peace. You can't really, a player. You can't really, and a runner. You can't really manifest anything, any positivity or anything like that if you don't have any peace, if you're not calm. So this karmic or contract could have came as somebody who was non-committal and ran away from commitment and stuff like that. Or that's just the situation you ended up in. That's the access, that's the door. Because it's not like they're going to be like, oh, hi, we're a secret society and we're after you because of whatever strange reason that we're targeting you to make your life a living hell, so you don't, get anything that is owed to you or that is literally in your destiny, because we have been stalking you all your life and have been just, trying to energetically and in the 3D as in physically in real life block you in every possible way. But instead of saying that, we'll just send in somebody that we know you typically would go for, right? And just make them a huge blockage in your life energetically. That will work too. Then we don't even have to do anything, and we'll just, there goes the bribe. Because there was coercion and bribery. I think I just said the story. Yeah, and then impersonation. That goes takes it to another level, because if they can stop you from operating in your own energy and mimic your energy with the impersonation, then they can try to usher in what is yours. I don't know if anybody's ever successfully been able to do that. If they do, it's temporary, or as long as you stay in that trapped situation. There it is. So you're supposed to be trapped in a cage. But if anybody really thought about that plan, I mean, it's pretty bold. So you're supposed to be trapped in a cage while somebody else copies your energy. Sound like some Pinky in the Brain shit. Like, who thought of this idea? So you're trapped in a cage while somebody copies your energy, and you get distracted running on a hamster wheel behind somebody who's non-committal forever. Maybe it's worked before for other people. I'm not going to do that, because that's mean, Lynn. And there's really nothing you're getting out of that but being mean. So be quiet. I'm not going to say that. But boy, that shit was on the tip of my tongue. Tell me about this new beginning, Spirit. Tell us about this passionate new beginning. What's coming for the collective? Okay. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. So it's weird. But I got children. You could have children, or investments, creations. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You're going to create something. Like a new baby of yours. You could be isolating yourself, or you're isolated already because isolation is here. But that was over here with the Three of Cups in reverse. So that's already known. There's some sort of, you could be on the drugs. I don't know what's up with that. You could be, I don't know, could be smoking, could be drinking, I'm not sure. But there's fortune. Listen. I mean, the drugs thing is throwing me off. But there is some weed on that. I don't know. Listen, I don't know. But there's abundance here. Look. And then disingenuous. So you're going to get a lot of people wearing a mask because you have some sort of abundance or luck from whatever creation you're creating. And somebody's going to feel guilty, or maybe you'll feel guilt. You'll feel guilt because you're going to be able to see through this. So you're going to feel like survivor's remorse. Oh, that's probably why you're going to be doing this, sir. Don't do that. Tell me more about this new beginning. It's Queen of Swords. That's why you're in the Queen of Swords. Super ice cold. Something's about to change for y'all. What? I don't know. It has something to do with your creativity. Tell me more. Something is about to change. Yeah, look. Shocking. About to be shocked. Oh no. Destiny. Something that's destined for you. Then I got caution, danger. But your light team is here. Caution, danger. What's this caution, danger? Otherworldly, celestial. What's the caution? And, oh, somebody has bad intentions for you. Could be a witchy sister, feminine. So be careful with that. There's gonna be people coming after you. New levels, new devils. So, but your light team is here, and this otherworldly celestial gives me like some people have like, I'm gonna sound crazy, but like galactic families that look after them here, because star seed, you're from the stars. You're not from here. So where you're from, they come and look after you. That's what this is about. And I'm not the only one that knows about this. If another person drew this card, if you don't know, just say you don't know. Ask a question, but don't try to make me look crazy. Okay, so that has to do with your caution. This caution could also be for the other person who has intent to harm. You have intent to harm. If you have intent to harm, you have to be cautious because this person is otherworldly. So, like, it's like some next level protection. So I would be cautious, because after I pulled that, I saw light team. Yeah, that somebody's been trying to bind you. See? Interesting. What's going forward? What's going forward? Do I want to ask that? So give me one on the star before I ask that. Not that I need clarification, but beta, friendly, helpful, non-confrontational, reliable. That's clarifying the star. So you could be a beta. Non-confrontational, friendly, very helpful, and reliable. Light team again. Going forward for this beta, Queen of Swords, with that's other galaxy. There's a narcissist, a covert one. What else do we need to know, Spirit, about this energy? Well, you beat that shit back there, so yeah, they feel abandoned or rejected, this narcissist. So you have a witchy sister that has intent to harm, but your light team is all over that shit. But then you also have a narcissist that is mad because they feel left behind and abandoned. What else? Anything else? Yeah. Wow. So there's a Cancer that's demonic. I've been seeing this Cancer for a while. Binding again. Somebody's just on your ass, but I mean, it ain't nothing new. You've taken on a whole coven. I don't think one Cancer that has a demonic attack. I mean, you've taken on more than a demon. Taken on several. So I don't even, to the person I'm talking to, it just has something to do with your parents. Or maybe your parents empower you. Something about parents. Empowerment. That's sweet. Parents. Empowerment. And there's, see, there go the cult right there. Didn't I say that? That's crazy. There's a Cancer here that's a demon. Tell me about these parents. Masculine. Emperor. It could be your father. There's a masculine, an emperor energy, a king, and a sweetheart. Yeah, could be you and your dad. A cool guy. That's funny. If your dad's a cool guy, there's a cool guy, a main guy, and a sweetheart. Somebody's exposed. Exposure. What's this exposure? Oh, your finance blockages. Somebody tried to block your finances. This could have been your dad. Blocking your finances? I don't know. I said I was going to stop a while ago. What's his parents? or another emperor. What's his parents? A friend. Okay, so I said, what's his parents? And it said friend, ally. So there's an emperor masculine that's being exposed for finance blockages on a sweetheart. But for whatever happens, your parents were your ally, they empowered you, or supported you. Maybe you have a good support system. There's another masculine emperor. Because the emperor could be a father figure, but just because they're a father figure doesn't mean that they're your father figure. You understand what I'm saying? So don't get confused with that. Because it's just because people say it's a father, it's a mother, doesn't mean it has to be your mother. That person could just be a father or a mother. So Spirit made it a point to say this. So if somebody's in your mind about whether or not it's your family going against you, because that happens in the spiritual community, because it really does happen. But there's somebody, parents is their ally. So maybe you needed that confirmation. I don't know. I'm going to end it here. So if I keep pulling that, I'm just going to keep getting more stuff. Let's just get some advice. What time is it? 11:30. I could jump on over there. I'm going to head to YouTube. Make sure you follow me on YouTube. Follow me here. Thank you for the likes and the energy share. Coming and sticking around and, you know, being active and commenting and everything. I appreciate all the energetic donations, the likes, just your attention. If you did want to send a donation, my information is on my TikTok page, the link in my bio. It's already restricted, so I can say whatever I want at this point. But personal readings are always available. Look, success is on the bottom. Personal readings are available. Thank you. On the live, they're less. You just have to catch me on the live, or you can do it one-on-one. That option is available on my website. You can find the link in the bio of my TikTok. But make sure you also follow me on YouTube. I go live there as well. And that way, maybe if you wanted to get a live reading, you could get it over there. Make sure you set your alarms too, so that you know, get your notices when I'm on YouTube and on TikTok. And follow me. Let's get some advice. I like the success on the bottom already. Something's gonna be very successful. You're gonna get your wish fulfillment of being self-sufficient. What's the advice, Spirit? This is good. Have gratitude. Your light team works very hard for you. I've seen them already twice. And then music is healing, so listen to some music. What's this? Choose your reality. You have a choice. So I see you're into tarot. Don't worry about what you see, what you hear, you know, whatever. You decide what you focus your mind on and what you bring into your reality and you make real. And you stay committed to that. Period. Be the alchemist in your own life. Don't let nobody tell you how this is supposed to go. That's it. That's it, right? New timeline, baby. Yes. Doesn't it look and feel like a new timeline? It does. I can't wait to see what we have next week. We're literally on the cusp of something new together. It's crazy. I'm glad that you came along. Oh, I love you too. I'm serious. If you're resonating with this, you made the changes. You stuck through. You stayed on, you stayed on your pivot. Good for you. Good for you. Spiritual knowledge. You don't learn. Look at this. Abundance. Abundance. Oh my God. That's crazy. This is crazy. One more. We got 2. Abundance. It came out. Wow. Your cup is going to overflow. Speak your truth. So make sure you speak your truth. Tell your testimony. Tell people. Look at the light team on the top. I'm like, something said flip it over. Just flip over the top one, and I did. And what does it say? Spirit guides. Your spirit guides are right there with you every step in the way. Be very, very encouraged, okay? That's awesome. So you need to speak. Speak up. Speak your truth. Speak about... Do I remember you? I don't know if I do. Timothy Nelson? No. Are you new here? You've been here before? Oh, for a mini reading, it's 25. I'm sorry, I didn't see you, Nia. You just have to send 25 to the Cash App. A Cancer is a warlock. I think so too. Oh my God, that's too funny. You are agape love. Oh, that's nice. I don't know what that's about. Y'all talking about my lips? Naya, are you here? Let's see. Are you here still? I don't see her. Okay. So yeah. I'm done with this. It's important for you to talk about the things that you've been through, because then other people can learn and grow from you. So I feel like Spirit's encouraging you to do that. Got Lover on the bottom. So look at, oh my God, it's so crazy. Look at that. That's God, Source, God, Universe, whatever, the light team. Look at that. That's crazy. Your work or business or job, there's something that's coming, like a change, and like, yes, happiness, contentment. I'm just pulling them off the top. You got rid of them attachments. Somebody sent some chaos magic and projection. But you're safe and guarded. You have gains. Look, level up. Guarded. Safe. By your light team and Source. Something about your creativity. There was somebody around you who was a liar, and they were projecting on you. See? Look. Projection, a liar. Chaos magic. And this came from some sort of attachment you had, karmic attachment. Once you get rid of those attachments, that's why people who are manifesting, they be trying to keep to themselves. Not because they, don't like people, they do. It's just that, it's just like when you're making cake. You don't have 13,000 chefs in the kitchen. Or you're making a cake and you're making a cake with her. You're making a cake with her. You're making a cake with her. You got your own cake in your kitchen. Stick your finger in that. Stick your finger in there. Stick your finger in there. Come back to your thing. Then your cake you was making was a plain vanilla cake, right? A classic. But But she's messing with strawberries. She's messing with blueberries. She's got a lemon meringue. You eating your cake and it tastes off. You're trying to manifest a nice cake that you can eat, pass down, you know, whatever. You can eat off of for a while, something, and it's not coming out like how you want because you're all over the place. You need to stick to the ingredients, follow one set of instruction, and there should be one chef. Once it's made, then you could cut a slice, share it, trade. Okay, I'll take a piece of my cake. Let me get a piece of your cake. I have something to work with now because I done sat my ass down and made the cake. But if you can't sit down, you too busy trying this one cake, that one cake, this one cake. You comparing your cake to this cake, you can't never. That's why you have to sit by yourself, do what you need to do, manifest, call in whatever you need to call into your life. And by the time you're ready to reopen the doors, first of all, half the people who didn't have no patience, they're not going to be there. Second of all, your standards have changed now that you've been in this place, working on yourself, working on your manifestations. You're about to call in something completely different than before, much healthier. That's how it goes. But most of the time, people cannot sit by themselves because then you have to sit with your decisions and those thoughts. You have to unpack those traumas, those experiences. You have to get all the way down to that little kid inside of you that you have disappointed time and time again. You have to talk to them about your decisions, about the person that you are, about the person that you inspire to be, and that you aren't. That is a big one for a lot of people. Like, as a little kid, I saw my life like this, and it was hard for me to accept that that's not the way that it's going. But that doesn't necessarily that it has to stay like that. You can change it at any time. But that's one of the conversations you need to have with yourself. You know, to really face yourself, sit with yourself, whatever traumas from the past that occurred, those types of things, so that when you come out of it and now you know how to manifest, you know what you're calling in, you know what you want, and you also know what you don't want. All right, so I'm going to get up out of here, and I'm going to head over to YouTube. If you'd like to join me there, you may. And it was a pleasure. I call back my energy, my protection, abundance, blessings, from all places seen, unseen, known, and unknown, especially from those who do not wish me well. And I return your energy back to you. Okay? Thank you for the gifts, the shares, the likes, the interaction. I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming by. And I'll see you guys next time.